Had to give the prettiest girl here a hug first. First off, thank you all for coming. Papa always loved a good party. My grandpa was an amazing man and a role model. He was the best person to be around, and he loved to entertain. Whenever we went, that was harder than I thought. All right. Whenever we went anywhere, he always knew someone or he would make a new friend before we left. Even if that was to our daily trips to McDonald's or the dollar store. Growing up, I never realized how cool he really was until I researched all the planes that he flew and the fact that he went over 1,000 miles an hour in 58. He did have a need for speed. He had a story for every occasion, and he was always the loudest in the room. He's the reason all of us Eldreds have a volume issue now. He was there anytime anyone needed him, and you could always rely on him. When I needed a place to live, I called him, and he said, "Of course, dinner's at 6:30, and happy hour's in 40 minutes, but I've already started." He would always offer me a beer, and I'd say, "No, thank you, I'm good." And he'd say, "I know you're good, but you want a beer." And then I had a beer because you couldn't say no to the Colonel. One of our favorite things to do was to sit outside and wrench on stuff, and Papa would pull up a chair and tell me stories about his cars and his projects and the wrong way to fix things. I'm fortunate to have spent so much quality time with him at the house on the hill. We would smoke cigars and drink whiskey while watching the sunset almost every night. When Papa first met my bride-to-be, he asked her about her grandparents, and she told him all about them and that she had 2 grandparents left, or 2 grandmas left. He told her, "No, you don't. Now you have 4 grandparents left. You have us now too." Then he cheered us and somehow drank us both under the table. That's just the type of guy Papa was. I have so many crazy stories about our adventures together that I could talk for hours, and I'm sure all of you could too. He lived life to the fullest, he ate well, he drank well, and he danced even better. He was always the life of the party. He loved his dogs, his corps, his family, and especially his bride more than anything. Papa was the greatest man and my best friend. Thank you all for coming, and those of you who served so proudly like Papa did, thank you. Papa always said, if you're out of F8s, then you're out of fighters. I want to do a moment of silence for him, but that's not really Papa style, so does everyone make some noise for the Colonel?